course, this is the Green Lake Park that's featured so frequently in my videos. It's the place to be. This is where all the seagulls from Siberia come during the winter to escape the cold. And relatively recently it's become quite the spot for joggers. So you see them jogging around the lake at all hours of the day. Morning, of course, is prime time, but quite a few in the evenings also. Really peaceful surroundings. Wow, looks like one of my favorite Starbucks spots has had a changing of the guard. Chagi. So now it's a boba tea shop. This used to be a Starbucks here for the longest time, for like 10 years. It's sort of a sign of the changing of the times. Right now with everything that's going on between China and the US, ironically, by coming to China, I'm sort of insulated in this bubble where I don't really get much information regarding what's going on. One is I have no inclination to keep up. That's part of the reason of escaping from U.S. for rest from all this information glut and all the political intrigue. Second reason is it's hard to get that kind of social media inundation because here everything's blocked off by the Great Firewall. So all your Google services, all your social media services are not available here. So naturally, you would not get all that information. And if you did browse the normal Chinese internet, you would probably get a different side of of things, which I don't really care to get involved either. So yeah, it's very interesting that you come here. You're naturally insulated from all that. It's kind of funny. After the election with Trump, a lot of people, at least in LA, were saying that they couldn't stand Trump for 4 years, so they had to get away, go to Canada or something. But I suggest China. This is the place to escape from all the political infighting. The closing of the Starbucks back there at Green Lake really is a kind of a ongoing trend that's been developing for the last several years. It's Chinese brands basically uh, ousting these foreign competitors. Most of the time, based on price competition. Here, what's replaced Starbucks? It's a couple of coffee brands, discount coffee brands. So Luckin Coffee and Coty Coffee. Their claim to fame is they came to market with these kind of 9 RMB cups of coffee, which is like $1.50. So that at a time when Starbucks here selling for 30 RMB, 30, 40 RMB, it's just a dramatic price difference. So of course, when the economy is good, people go to Starbucks for a lot of reasons, not just price is probably the least of the concerns. You know, you enjoy the atmosphere, and it's a good place to talk business. Chinese people like to, have face, so going to a premium brand shop, it's gives face. But now with the economy in doldrums, it's hard to justify that kind of spending. So I don't see Starbucks being able to operate with the number of stores they have in China. It's not just Starbucks, of course. It's all the foreign brands. Samsung used to be big in China. They're no longer really operating here. A lot of the German car companies are having trouble because the Chinese companies are outcompeting them on price. So a Biati you can get here for 10,000 RMB, 10,000, like 100,000 RMB, sorry. But that's only like $15,000. Whereas the German brands, American brands, you would have to pay roughly twice that amount. So these brands are also being outcompeted and exiting the market. Of course, the dilemma for the Chinese economy is how to replace all those foreign brands, along with selling these products, operating these brands. You have thousands and thousands of jobs related to them, and also the issue is I think the government is trying to replace a lot of the consumption by stimulating internal consumption. So if you look at GDP of China, consumer spending is relatively small, something like 35%, versus like 60% in the U.S. And but the problem is, I think income cannot generate the kind of spending that they. Favorite photographic corner. The yellow background really provides a striking picture. Of course, any Chinese city, it's not unusual just to see random people dancing, doing TikTok in the street. Something you get quite used to. after a while. But here, you can get a little service apartment in the center of the city. This is a central CBD for not very much money, maybe, I don't know, $20 a day. And yes, morning, watch the morning sunrise over the Golden Gate here. It's called Jinma Fang, so Golden Horse Gate. Yeah, here is not a very far walk to the Green Lake, and all the shops downstairs. You can there's a whole bunch of eateries and shops along the street here. At night, bars. Yeah, you can live very comfortably here for not very much money. So if you ever were considering retiring in China, I think this would be a city that you can put on the top 3, top 4 list of possibilities. Yeah, with the morning sun, it's really beautiful here. And right now it's middle of March. It's around 65 degrees in the morning, so it gets up to about 80, 75, 80 in the daytime. So similar to Los Angeles. I think that's why part of the reason why I like the city so much. I'm used to that kind of weather. Of course, you get the morning commuter traffic. Being a Yunnan being a wet tropical climate, you get a lot of vegetation. So flower markets are popular here. Flowers are shipped everywhere to every part of China, and every park here will have huge fields of different kinds of flowers and plants. Yeah, really good environment, really beautiful environment. So thumbs up from me. Maybe that's the reason why I keep coming back here.